right, coming up next, it is a featherweight matchup between Brian T-City Ortega and the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung. Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxers, the high level from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. All right, so here he is. They call him T-City, short for Triangle City, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega is a great fighter, a guy that has all the ability inside the octagon. He started as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, but you have seen the evolution of Brian Ortega as his career has continued to go on, has continued to proceed. Brian Ortega is getting better and better and better. He has now found himself staring across the octagon of some of the best fighters the division has ever seen, and he will continue to do that as long as he keeps developing the skills that are necessary. And
sometimes it's hard to become a champion without having tasted defeat. A lot of people believe the Max Holloway fight for Ortega will be something he can build upon moving forward. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Jung is 4 years his senior. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. How about some Bruce Buffer?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Brian T-City Ortega!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
The fighters touch gloves.
Ready.
Started here, round 1 is underway, and we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is, and this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Oh, beautiful strike there as he lands up top, and he does so right after catching the leg. So maybe you thought he would catch the leg and go for a takedown. Instead, he goes for the punch, and he certainly found the range on that one. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just there.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
That knee might have landed there. And they separate. Just misses with the straight right.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, spinning back fist. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Look at the control and the posture as that big knee
All right,
lands.
so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of the submissions to pop here tonight. Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position. The Korean Zombie's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Ortega's pass attempt denied. And he landed the right hand there. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Jung. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight. And he's out. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need to control posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down for strikes.
So 44 total strikes have now landed for Jung. Jung gets absolutely pelted by that head kick.
Punch over the top.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew from the moment this fight started he was going to go get a shot off. The opponent was ready, and he defended it perfectly.
Gets tagged. Nice combination there, and might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center.
He was landing one before. Now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing. If your opponent has in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space. Another takedown lands. Oh!
And this might just be a matter of time. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Slow that heart rate down. Okay, that was okay, but I need you to get out there and do better this round. I know you can do better. We train in the
Well, if you like wrestling and you like takedowns, I guess that's the round for you. He really had his way with his opponent there.
Yeah, he was able to secure many takedowns, switching up the techniques, constantly changing the angle, never allowing his opponent to get a beat on what type of finish he was trying to go to.
And they separate. Hook is there again. Oh! Muay Thai plump. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And now he's got the tie clinch.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle. A little high elbow guillotine.
A high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Ortega's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by the Korean Zombie. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield, kick off the hips, and get back to your feet.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Ortega gets caught, and it was a big elbow there. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Elbow strike there by Jung. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Ortega's going for a choke. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, side control now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Ortega, ground and pound from half guard. Really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
I need you to scramble.
Ortega's right back to the full mount here. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Back mount now. The Korean Zombie's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Ortega's got his back now. Seconds now to go in the round. I mean, how many can he take? 2 rounds in the books.
Nice. Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Third round underway.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
Left hand punches the clinch.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom.
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Ortega's pass is denied. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Jung. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, that's a good right hand. We have now crossed the midpoint of this fight. Ortega gets caught by the elbow there. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Oh, nice job to reverse the Korean Zombie's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Oh, he's got a choke. No, actually, he goes to an inverted triangle to try to get the finish. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, he's got his back now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Close guard. Jung gets up. He is back on the feet here. Well, outstanding output and connection thus far. 127 total strikes and counting have now landed for the Korean Zombie, Jung. And landing with 67% accuracy. Pretty good against Brian Ortega. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Jung gets the takedown here late in the round.
Now he shakes the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over.
And he's out. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by T-City, Brian Ortega. All right, feet on the hips here. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. A little cut below that left eye. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. The Korean zombie gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. Try to establish that jab. Now connects with the right.
I mean, he's cutting down the sides with this beautiful leg kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Oh, nice.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Effective punch there by the Korean zombie. And they separate. Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh, nice slip there. It sounds simple, right? Hit and don't get hit, but this guy's defense has been sharp tonight.
Cat and mouse. You got to play cat and mouse. Hit, don't get hit. He does a great job of that. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
All right, he engages in the single collar toss. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overlooked. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown for him. Beautiful entry there. All right, less than 3 minutes to go here in round number 4. The Korean zombie's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, he continues to attack that bloody cheek. His face is a mess. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. 45 seconds remain in the round. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Jung. Ortega ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, that's the end of the round. He's got a cut on his cheek from that round. There are certainly worse locations for a cut on the cheek. It's not going to trickle down into the eye. Nonetheless, pretty significant gash. We'll see if the cut man can close it up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fifth and final round. T-City gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Doubles up on the jab. Straight right, he misses. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Oh, and he gets tagged. Beautiful combination there, and I'm not sure how many more of those power shots he can take, honestly.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to sleep. Oh, that was nice, John. That was nice. What a takedown attempt.
Pretty significant wealth to the left side. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Ortega. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by T-City, Brian Ortega. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Side control now. Well, the Korean zombie's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Ortega. Man, that cut has really opened up. Two minutes now to go in this one. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
And he's out. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Ortega. Close guard. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
30 seconds now to go in the fight. $20 seconds left. Lands flush with that right hand.
Good work.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by the Korean Zombie. All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held it.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, the Korean Zombie, Jung.
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.